share a special moment with you. We're at an archaeological site on the outskirts of Rome, and this is a very special place in that one of the uses of this building over the years was the home of the 2nd century author and mystical practitioner Lucius Apuleius. Now, I said mystical practitioner, and he certainly justifies that status. He travelled all around the world and went to Egypt and to Greece and to here, and he joined various different groups and learned from them. In fact, he got in trouble for it a bit. There were actually 1 or 2 court cases where he had to go and defend himself when he was accused of using his mystical arts incorrectly. Now, I've mentioned he was an author. You might not know his name, but you'll probably know the work, The Metamorphosis, or The Golden Ass. This has been a really inspiring work because through it we get an insight from a practitioner from the day into what was going on and what people were doing. In the story, and he's the hero of his own story, in the story he tries to cast a spell, I think it's to turn himself into a bird of prey from memory, but he's trying to upgrade himself temporarily into something very wonderful, and he becomes an ass instead. So the rest of the story, and it's stories within stories, is him trying to restore his former dignity, or even sort of go to a higher place from there. Now, eventually he does. He eats the sacred roses of Isis and joins the cult of Isis, and she saves him. And that's what's very exciting, is we get to learn a bit about the beliefs and practices of that tradition at the time. Now, this work has inspired many different people, and there's lots of different interpretations. Giordano Bruno, in various works, most notably in the Kabbalah of the Pegasus, he talks about this work a little bit. And for him, there's a big statement in there. Often people, when trying to elevate themselves, if they're unskillful, can make themselves more ridiculous and less useful than they were originally. But the ass himself, he has his own wisdom, because he knows he's an ass. He's trying to do something about it. He's trying to improve himself. And that's the kind of wisdom that Bruno thought we humans, we needed. We needed to know that it was time to elevate our minds, our consciousness, and to go to the next stage. Now, this is really exciting for me because being on the site where he lived brings a sense of connection. And I look at the wonderful mosaics here. You can have a look out here. There's a few you can't see. There's one of Medusa and so on. But I look and I think, was it in that room? Was that his living room with the black spots on white and the white spots on black? Did he write that here? Did something here happen that inspired the story? Was there a temple to Isis? Did he have a rose bush nearby?